Hi everyone, welcome to Mr. B's Learning Channel. Let us start today's video with a question in average gradient. After that, we can go to rules for differentiation because we did not do this type of questions before. So the question is, calculate the average gradient of a function f of x is equal to x square minus x between x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3. So you are calculating average gradient. What is average gradient? It's a gradient on a curve between 2 points, which is same as the straight line passing through the very same points. I will use a diagram to explain this question. See, I'm just drawing a curve, parabola, and we need 2 points definitely for calculating average gradient. And this average gradient is same as gradient of a straight line passing through the very same 2 points. So what we need, those 2 points. So let me write this point is x1, y1, and this point is x2, y2. So the average gradient, we can just use the formula for gradient change in y, that is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So in general, for calculating average gradient, we need 2 points on that curve. Now come back to this question. Here what is given? Only the x values of those 2 points. So you have to find the corresponding y values. How do you find? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible because function is given. Take each x value. First x value is 1. I'm going to substitute in the function. You will get y value. That is how we are finding y values of a point. The main function must be given. It is given in the question. So let me write, if x is equal to 1, what is the y value? Substitute. That is f of 1. Substitute means wherever you see x, write 1 there. So on the left hand side, I can see x, I write 1. Then right hand side also I can see 2x value, that is 1 square minus 1. So it's going to be 0, right? Now the next x value is 3. So I wanted to find the corresponding y value. Do the same process that I did before. Just substitute here, that is f of 3 is equal to 3 square minus 3. So the answer is 9 minus 3. So it's going to be 6. So we got to 2 points, right? The complete point, that is the coordinates, x value and y value, we got it. First point, x value is 1, y value is 0. Then the next point, x value is 3, y value is 6. Do you understand? Now just apply the gradient formula, change in y by change in x. So the average gradient is equal to change in y, that is this y value minus this y, that is 6 minus 0 divided by change in x, that is this x value, and this. That order is very important, right? That is 3 minus 1. It's clear. So we will have the answer, that is 6 divided by 2. So the answer is going to be 3. So it's a very simple question. Here we are not differentiating. Clear? Now we can move to our main topic, that is rules for differentiation. Okay, rules for differentiation. This is also another method of differentiation. This method is quite easier than first principle. Please use first principle only on those questions where it is clearly stated that use first principle to differentiate. Clear? And all other questions, you have to use these rules. Clear? So you always use, only you will get one, maybe most probably you will get only one question to use the first principle method. All other cases, just rules. So the rules for differentiation, the method I will show you here, it is very simple. A function is given, f of x. F of x. See, a function is there, f of x is equal to x to the power n. Here the variable and its power is very important to be differentiated. Here I am using the variable x. Sometimes you will see another variable, but whatever I do it for x, do it in that variable also. So after the differentiation, we can straight. Next step I am differentiating. F of x become, you know that f dash x. Learners, we are using different notations for representing differentiation that I will show you after this. F of x become f dash x, then x to the power n. This power is important. It must be, you must know that power. Here, what is the power n? After the differentiation, that n will come here. That is n times, then x to the power, very same power, minus 1. This minus 1 is also part of the method. So we are done. Differentiation is over. So f of x is equal to x to the power n. After the differentiation, f dash x is equal to n times x to the power n minus 1. I will show you one example here. F of x is equal to x to the power, I'm just writing power 9. After the differentiation, what happened? So we can straight away we can differentiate f dash x is equal to, what is the power here? 9. So 9 will come first times x to the power, very same power, 9 minus 1. So we are done. So it's going to be 9 x to the power 8 is the answer. Is it clear? So just an example. Now I said that different notations we are using. For example, if the question is starting with the f of x, then after the differentiation, it is going to be f dash x. We can write it. F dash x means, or f prime x means, we differentiate it. Sometimes question is starting with the y. Then after the differentiation, we can write dy by dx. Okay. Sometimes very same y we can write y dash also. In the past it was there. Nowadays we are using dy by dx. Is it clear? Now another notation is also there, capital D of x. This also means differentiate with respect to x. dy by dx means differentiate y with respect to x. Clear? Whatever variable you want to differentiate, that you have to write it. Sometimes you see dy by dp, which means you have to differentiate the variable p. Clear? But the method is same. You have to look for the power. That is, power is very important. Then just differentiate it. Is it clear? Okay. Now we can do some more questions. Look at here. In each case, find dy by dx. So let me write, determine dy by dx in each case. First one is y is equal to minus x square. Here also we are differentiating. The variable to be differentiated is x. Clear? So I'm going to differentiate. So after the differentiation, y we have to write what? Dy by dx, which means differentiate y with respect to x. So how do you differentiate? Minus, leave it. Then we are differentiating only x and power. So power is what? 2. The 2 will come first, then x to the power 2 minus 1. So we are done. So the final answer is minus 2 x to the power 1. Is it clear? So this is how we are differentiating. Let me do one more question. That is 2y is equal to minus 3x to the power 5. Just think what will be the answer. Yes, I know you got it. Minus 3 times 5 times x to the power 5 minus 1. Right? So we are done differentiation. Then simplify. Minus 3 times 5 minus 15 x to the power 4. Do you see that one? So we are done differentiation. So this is how the general way of differentiation. Clear? Now, what happens if you differentiate more than one term? So let's do one question on that one. So that is the third one. Let me write it here. Y is equal to, the question is y is equal to x square plus 2x. So here when you differentiate, you have to go to each term and differentiate. That's it. Like the other question that I did just now. This is the first term and the second term. Clear? Just go and differentiate that. So y is equal to, so y I am going to differentiate. So y become dy by dx. So x square, let me change this question, x cube, okay? Yeah. X square become 2x to the power 2 minus 1, right? Because the power is 2. Then plus, coefficient just leave it as it is. We are differentiating only x. So x become 3x to the power 3 minus 1. You understand? Because the power is 3. So the final answer is 2x plus 2 times 3, 6x to the power 2. So we are done. Is it clear? Now, question number 4. Y is equal to x. That is why I changed the power, because I wanted to do this one specifically. Y is equal to x. You just follow the rules, because you know what is the power of x. If no power is given, you know that is 1, isn't it? So after the differentiation, just follow the rules. Y become dy by dx, which is equal to this power 1 will come down times x to the power 1 minus 1. So it's going to be 1 times a number is that number itself, that is x to the power 0. So the final answer is 1. For the, when the power is 1 like this, just practice. After the differentiation, it is going to be 1. Now on, if you see a question where x with the power 1, you can straight away write answer after the differentiation, answer is 1. Otherwise you will confuse, because some learners I saw after the differentiation, because power becomes 0, final answer they are writing 0 there. So that to avoid that one, whenever you see x after the differentiation, write straight away 1 there. Okay. Now last thing is, last example in this case, y is equal to 6, a constant function. You know that a constant function I explained when we were doing first principle. After the differentiation is going to be 0. Same we can write it here. Y become dy by dx. Is going to be 0, because there is no x here to differentiate. Is it clear? Now the one that I am saying is very important. There are some items like I will write it here, roots. Square root, cube root, like that. Then brackets. Then denominator. In terms of x, if you see that in the question, you have to change it before you differentiate. It's very important. Roots, brackets, and denominators in terms of x. If you see that one, you have to change it and differentiate. Okay, otherwise you will get wrong answers. Okay, I will show you some examples. Let me continue the previous one. Question number 5, or question number 6. That is y is equal to square root of x. So here, before you differentiate, you have to change it into exponential form, because we need to know the power. Then only we can differentiate. That is rules for differentiation. So you know that a root is there. How do you change it into exponent? So I'm just writing the same thing in a I have to make it in a differentiable form. So square root of x, you can write x to the power half. You know that. Now it is ready for differentiation. So it's going to be dy by dx is equal to half x to the power half minus 1. See, we are done differentiation. Now simplification. That is half x to the power half minus 1 is minus half. Learners, don't leave the answer with the negative power. If you see a negative power, how do you change it? You know that this will go down, isn't it? Good. Send to the denominator. That is, 1 will be there in the numerator, then 2 times x to the power half. We can leave it like this, or we can write it, which is same as 1 over 2 square root of x. Both are correct. So please practice like this. Answer must have positive power. Clear? So here root, if it is there, this is how you have to differentiate. Clear? You have to change the root. Now the next one is in brackets. question number 7, if y is given x minus 3, x plus 2. If you get like this, you have to differentiate. Here bracket is there, so you have to open the bracket, then differentiate. You can open this one using FOIL method. That is x times x, x square. X times 2, 2x. Minus 3 times x, minus 3x. Minus 3 times 2, minus 6. Now we can arrange this one. That is y is equal to x square. These are the like terms. It's going to be minus x, then minus 6. See, so far I did not differentiate because I was arranging. I wanted to make it this in a way that I can differentiate. Now this is ready for differentiation. So I'm going to differentiate. That is y become dy by dx. X square become 2x to the power 2 minus 1. Isn't it? Minus x. You know, x after the differentiation is going to be 1. Just practice like this. Then minus 6 is a constant after the differentiation 0. So the final answer is 2x minus 1. See, we are done. If it is bracket, you have to change it and do it. Now the last category, denominator. Let me write it here. Y is equal to maybe 3 divided by x square. Here the problem is, okay, of course we can see x there and a power there, but where is that x in the denominator? So you have to take it up, because when you differentiate, make sure that x must be there in the numerator, okay? But you know, you studied that one, what changes you have to make it when it goes up. The sign of the power will change, right? So I'm just rearranging. So again, I'm writing y 3 times x to the power minus 2. You see that I just take x to the numerator. So now it is ready for differentiation. That is, I'm going to differentiate. That is y become dy by dx. Then 3 times x, what is the power? Minus 2. Then use a bracket. That is always good. Using a bracket, minus number when you write it. Then x to the power minus 2 minus 1. Power x to the power minus 1, isn't it? That number, then x, then the whatever is the power, we have to subtract 1. That is the method. So it is going to be 3 times minus 2 is minus 6, x to the power minus 3. Now, because of the negative power, change it. This is the answer actually, but you cannot leave the answer with the negative power. Just practice like that. Minus 6 will be there in the numerator. This will go down. That is x to the power 3. This is the answer. So that's how we do. Let me do one more example in the denominator one. That is question number 9. Denominator is there. See, look at here. Y is equal to 2 over 5x to the power 7. See, I told you that denominator is there. You have to take it to numerator. Only x will go. Leave all other number as it is. Coefficients as it is. Don't take a 5 also up. It is wrong. Only x will go up. X and the power will go up. You understand? That is why I'm doing this question also, because some learners, they make a mistake. They will take 5 also up. That is wrong. Only x will go up. That is 2 times 2 is already there in the numerator. Then x to the power 7 will go up. That is going to be x to the power minus 7. And leave the 5 as it is. It's a part of coefficient. Just leave it. Don't do anything with the coefficient. You understand? Only x and the power will be differentiated. Clear? So now I'm going to differentiate. So it's going to be 2 times minus 7 x to the power minus 7 minus 1 divided by 5. See, we are done with the differentiation. Is it clear? Now the final answer is, let me write it. Dy by dx, that is 2 times minus 7. 2 times minus 7 is minus 14, right? Minus 14, x to the power minus 7 minus 1 is minus 8 divided by 5. Okay, this is the answer, but the negative power we can change it. Minus 14 over 5 times x to the power 8 is the answer. Is clear? So this is rules for differentiation.